Of Friendship. By Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon. Francis Bacon, also known as Lord Verulam, was born on January 22, 1561 at York House near the Strand in London. English poet and philosopher, served as Attorney General and Lord Chancellor of England. He is called as the father of empiricism. Educated at home in his early years and later received tuition from John Walsall and then moved to University of Cambridge. His first collection of essays was published in 1597. He is known as the father of the scientific method for publishing the Novum Organum Scientiarum, the New Instrument of Science, in 1620. He is considered as the father of English essays. He died of pneumonia on April 9, 1626. Of Friendship. Essay celebrates the intimacy between friends. Was written on the request of Bacon's friend Toby Mathew. Explains the need of human company and social contact. Summary. Essay begins with an anthropological statement of Aristotle: whatsoever is delighted in solitude, is either a wild beast or a god. Anyone who enjoys the solitude is degraded to the level of beast. Persons who isolate themselves for a long period and meditate may rediscover themselves. At times voluntary abstention from society is not a bad idea, as those men may be able to deliver sermons of immense spiritual benefit. Bacon indicates Epimenides the Canadian, Numa the Roman, Empedocles the Sicilian and Apollonius of Tyana. Their theories were odd to the commoners but were of great philosophical value. One must learn to distinguish between crowd and kinship, between society and friendship, and to be lonely within himself. A conversation without passion and feelings is considered to be a tinkling cymbal or a bare monologue. Latin adage says, magna civitas, magna solitude, which means there is a great solitude in a large city. As the city is large and busy, people may not be able to meet their friends and can't even develop a friendship. But in a small city it is easy to live in a well-knit community. Friendship must have passion and feelings as its main strands. The strong bond must be there to share the emotions in full measure. The true friendship can cure the great pain in the heart. There are medicines to cure the malfunctioning of the internal organs, like sarza for the liver, steel for the spleen, flowers of sulfur for the lungs, castoreum for the brain, etc. The malfunctioning of the emotions and the depression caused can be healed with pleasant and intimate conversation with friends. The true friendship must be developed with a good emotional bond. The rich and powerful seek the society to give pleasure of friendship. Kings and monarchs try to find friendship with good and worthy people by providing generous rewards through wealth. Such friendship may cause trouble, as the hand-picked friends may turn hostile, causing harm to their benefactors as the distance is too large that it cannot be bridged through normal means. The elites give power to those who are with them with an intention to win their friendship. This attitude will also be harmful, as they may not possess true passion. They may merely act as a friend and will give company as a friend without any kind of dedication, emotional attachment, or passion. The Romans call these people as participes curarum, which means sharer of cares, who share the anxiety and worries of the monarch. They are close confidants who share the responsibilities or worries that builds the bond of friendship. Not only the emotionally weak kings but also the very capable kings had such kinds of friends in their court. These men were called very graciously as friends. For example, Pompey, the friend of Sylla, was designated as Pompey the Great by Sylla, the ruler of Rome. Pompey praised and boasted about being superior to Sylla. Caesar, as a reward of companionship, made Brutus as his heir. Brutus stopped Caesar to hold back his decision of discharging the Senate because of some ill omen, and made him to wait till Caesar's wife Culpurina dreamt something better. In one of Antonius' letter, mentioned by Cicero in his speech, Antonius has disparagingly called Brutus venefica, a witch who had enchanted Caesar for evil designs. Another example is Augustus, who elevated Agrippa to the power. There was no other option for Augustus other than to give his daughter Julia in marriage to Agrippa, as per the advice of his counselor Maecenas. Next such example is the friendship between Tiberius and Sejanus, was considered as sublime as a goddess by all. Another example is the friendship between Septimus Severus and Plautianus, in which the former one forced his son to marry the daughter of the latter one. In one of his letters to the Senate, Septimus said that he wished his friend to outlive him in this world. All these characters are not very hard-hearted kings, but they were craving persons for friendship in their quest for worldly happiness. Bacon reiterates his contention by saying that all these eminent men had access to all pleasures of life, had families, wealth, and power. They failed to draw a line in their relationship with their chums. This brought them defeat, disaster, and even death. Bacon is also indicating some people who will not share any kind of emotions and feelings of their heart and lead a lonely life. He states Comines, a writer and diplomat who served under Duke Charles Hardy and Louis XI, who never shared any secret, which made them to live their last years in complete isolation. Pythagoras had another way of describing this kind of friendship. He says that if one shares the worries to a close one, then he is losing his own self and has to face the undesirable consequences. Bacon concludes the nurturing of the intimacy as a double-edged sword. There is no doubt that the true friendship will console a heart which is in great grief, but also will do some sort of harm. But like the alchemist's miracle remedies palliate pain despite warning of adverse effects, friendship might soothe suffering despite the risk of possible harm. Friendship sharpens the mental functions, brings cheers to one's life, and tempers down the ill effects of the storm of life. This does not mean that all advice from the friends will soothe the pain, but have to think, discuss, and meditate wisely these thoughts in an orderly manner before making a decision. Good judgment and better understanding must not be restricted only to intelligent people, but to all, to ease the mental grief. Bacon compares the thinker as a tool and the listener as a stone which is developed into a good statue. Bacon praises the advice from unbiased and wise friends. He states Heraclitus, who considered independent advice from another person as dry light, the drier it is the more useful it is. Bacon says that if a man analyzes himself he may not find fault on him, and so he can seek the advices of wise men. Advices from a wise man may be about a person's manner and conduct, and also about his business, which helps to keep mind free of many undesirable thoughts and influences. People may not read much books on morality and good conduct. Bacon says that everything cannot be learnt from the life of others. St. James had cautioned his followers about self-deception when one becomes blind to his own failings and weaknesses. People who are achieving success continuously will be boasting, and they may be ignorant of their self, which will be highly damaging. At times seeking advice from more than one person will also lead to some great risk unless they are genuine, good, and loyal. As a doctor who is unaware of a patient's medical history prescribes wrong medicines to the patient, the advice of a person who is ignorant about the situation will be harmful and ruinous. It is better to seek the advice of a person who knows the ins and outs. Friendship means helping and taking part in all actions and occasions of a friend and relate themselves in true emotions. In the ancient times it was customary to call a friend as a replica of oneself, as a friend is more than himself. A true friend will take care of everything, such as farming, trading, educating children, etc., even after the death of the other. Some people hesitate to ask for favors from others or to receive fame on helping others. Such kind of functions in the society can be done through a friend. At times a friend acts as a mediator or a communicator and will do endless job in the life of a person. Thus Bacon says that friendship is the ease and discharge of the fullness and swellings of the heart which passions of all kinds do cause and induce. Bacon indicates the alignment, safety, and trust as the real fruits of friendship. A friendless, cut-off person is unfit to live in the society. For more videos, like, share, subscribe. Thank you.